In an era where the Raptors seem to get blown out every night, they roll into Cleveland, the top seed in the entire NBA, and really took it to them. But sometimes even your best isn't good enough. We'll break down why in tonight's post-game show. Wow. What a performance. I know they lost by 6, but considering the opponent, what a game by the Raptors. I haven't enjoyed watching a Raptors game this much in well over a month. Well over a month. I mean, you look at the caliber of losses recently for the Raptors. Where did this come from? Like blowouts in every game, except the Brooklyn one. A bunch of losses here. Last time I felt good was like this Indiana game, really. Like Brooklyn, yeah, it was good. They won. But seriously, what a performance by the Raptors. I don't think they could have done anything more. I mean, there was some lapses defensively, for sure. Breakdowns, miscommunications, lack of concentrations, but the effort stepped up big time. The shot making was there for the Raptors, and it really seemed like at some certain points that they were going to win this game, but man, the Raptors have not learned how to win this season. Clearly, they're 8-30 now. The Cavaliers are now 33-4. Nobody knows how to win better than the Cavaliers, and they showed that. They came through in big moments. They made the big shots in the big moments and take this one. But big round of applause goes to the Raptors team today. Trying to figure out what's different. What was different today compared to these other games? Because I've been saying blown out in 7 of the last 8, basically. 14 to the Knicks, 24 to the Bucks, 9 to the Magic, but you make it look good late. 54 to the Celtics, 29 to the Hawks, 29 to the Grizzlies, 14 to the Knicks, 4 to the Rockets. They were down by like 20 in that game, though, and came back. Like a bad loss for them against the Nets. It's been ugly. So where did a performance like this come from? To be leading by double digits in the third quarter against the Cavs. To be, they must have been up in the fourth quarter. Yeah, up starting the fourth quarter against the Cavs, looking like they could win the game. Were they up by 5 or 6 or 7 going to the fourth? Whatever it was. It comes down to effort on the defensive end a lot of the time. I know we gave up 132 points, and usually that's enough to blow out the Raptors, but I really wanted to focus on the Raptors defense today. And the strategy was definitely to take away the roll man and pick and rolls. Sometimes to a fault, but that's the right idea. Maybe a bit of poor execution. I'll touch on that more in just a second here. But way less open threes were afforded to the Cavs compared to other teams. Much more engaged defensively overall as a team. Much more effort on defense as a team to rotate and get those open shooters. I think where the mistakes lie kind of showcased with Garland's stat line, 40 points, 9 assists. You want to play drop coverage, especially against the Cavs. You take away that pass to Allen or Mobley inside, and Poeltl is doing that. But too often, the Raptors didn't really know how they wanted to stop Garland from getting that easy look. Like, you can live with Poeltl drop coverage, kind of shadowing on the ball handler out of the pick and roll, and like kind of giving Garland that mid-range shot with a hand up. But too often, it was Garland just getting to the rim. And granted, he hit some big shots from 3, especially late in this game, but a little bit too much allowing Garland to do his thing. Right idea is not quite the best execution there, but much better there. On offense, what changed? Barrett and Barnes have been playing well, even amidst this stretch. They've been putting up points. 24 for Barnes tonight, 11-20. 20 for Barrett, 8-15. Quickly, not his best, but I mean, there's so many good performances here, like Boucher and shit off the bench looking like Brunson and Cat. Boucher goes 5 of 8 from 3, 23 points, 12 rebounds. What a night off the bench. Shed goes for 15 points, 3 of 3 from 3, 6 of 7 from field. So where did this all come from? Basically, finally the Raptors have a good night from 3. They go 14 of 31, 45%. That number came down in the fourth, or else maybe the Raptors win this game. But, I mean, it had to come back down to earth at some point. There really could not have been much more the Raptors could have done. Like, some sloppy turnovers late cost them a bit. Some offensive rebounding the Cavs take advantage of where, like, the Raptors don't box out well enough against Allen. Maybe they pay a little bit there as well because Allen ends up with 6 offensive rebounds, 15 rebounds in total. But it's hard to nitpick this. It seriously was pretty close to the max output you could realistically expect out of this Raptors team. But they saved it for a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kind of a lesson learned, I guess, in some respects of like these little mistakes where there's confusion of who's supposed to rotate out to the open shooter. And Strus makes you pay some time. Dean Wade makes you pay sometimes. That could get cleaned up. Late game ball handling, some turnovers. You know, you've got Emmanuel Quickly here. Should that be the guy that's initiating the action, or is it Barnes? Barnes was relatively handy today with not turning it over. Had I believe it was him who had definitely one bad one late, but I think 2 late ones where it's just these small little things that a team as good as the Cavaliers is going to make you pay for. And that's exactly what they did. So, I know we talked a lot about earlier in the season, these moral victories and, you know, how many moral victories can you take before you eventually need to win some games. It's been a while since we had one of these moral victories. So I think today is a good day to accept that and say, this is something we can build on. Because, like, people say, oh, like we're tanking, we're developing. That's why we're losing games. This is not developing, okay? This stretch. Getting your ass kicked every night, that's not development. That's like not even like really tanking. Like this is tanking. This is tanking. You play a really good game. You learn a lot from it. Maybe you lost and that helps for your draft pick, but you'll learn a lot from this game and you get a lot of this game. That's more than acceptable. And there's a lot you can take from this game and bring into the next game on Saturday against the Detroit Pistons. Definitely a really good step in the right direction for the Raptors here. And I'm very happy with how it went down. In the clutch, could they have handled things a bit differently? I don't know, maybe. There was nothing that really stood out to me. They get some good looks that just don't fall. Cavaliers show why they're 33-4 and the best team in the NBA right now. Again, I wouldn't be too picky with this one. Maybe Boucher should have been in for longer in the fourth instead of Grady Dick, but yeah, I don't want to nitpick too much. I'm going to walk away happy and say pretty damn good performance overall here for the Raptors. But what do you guys think? You let me know in the chat or in the comments. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more Raps content like this.